Hello everyone, it is Doom here once again watching a replay of a video game. Today it is Heroes of the Storm. Today there's already been some banter too. I hope Butch likes 5-second blinds. Now for those that don't know, Valeera is an assassin, a stealth assassin, and her niche is that she's sort of the crowd control-y one. Why need a team to lock down your targets when you can do it yourself? This isn't the first game I've had with Valeera, and this isn't the first game I've had with the Lily, whose name is Ghost Player. Here, Valeera risks certain death just to get a watchtower that's immediately taken back. So yeah, the game will add Lamb and White Root, though. I'm talking about the White main. She can get a talent that gets Root, though I don't think the White main actually offs to get in. Whoa! Forgot to show this, but yes. The Azmodan. Let's wait for this fight to finish. I am pinging to run away. But yes, what happened there is that I saw that the Azmodan was going over here to get the watchtower that I got. At least I believe it was me. I might be giving myself too much credit. But either way, I saw he was doing that, and then I jumped, I pinged, and then my team followed up, and hey, we got first blood. And I went back. And then I went bottom to soak, and these two are also having their own duo. And now we also have a dead. And the thing is, that's worth more for them than our kill on Azmodan, because the thing is, Butcher wants people to die so he can harvest their fresh meat. And here they succeeded in observation check while I was stealthed. But thankfully I have teammate, so I am K. And remember to thank your teammate, especially healers. It encourages them to heal you more and to help you more. If you condition your team to help you, then you don't have to worry about them not helping you later, so yeah. Did decent damage to him. There's been interesting that when she's in stealth, she gains openers that can do various things. Against that Azmodan there, I used the anti-armor, but here I stun the Butcher, which also blinds him, so he cannot do anything. Of course, it doesn't last forever, but it also doesn't last long enough that we get the kill. Pretty useful. Her other opener, her third, is a Silence Bleed. That's generally actually the most useful one, but I just didn't end up using it those times. Here I go with the Assassinate, I believe is what it's called, in order to get the anti-armor debuff on the Diablo. But he just barely survives. No, almost. The reason I went for the Assassinate is so that he had that -10 armor, which meant he took more damage. But here I go for the stun, which blinds Butcher, so he can't do anything, but he still basically wins that fight. Valeera can take a talent that basically guarantees she will always beat Butcher, and at level 13 she can take another talent that'll basically guarantee she always beats Butcher, at least in the one-on-one. Here I screwed up and did not use the stun, which means this happens. And here I step back just in time to not die to the nuke. If I kept walking like that, I would have actually died to the nuke. Here another team fight starts as the Azmodan tries to escape with his nuke intact. Some expert body blocking from the Butcher secures Azmodan's life and that nuke. Of course, Varian is now a tank Varian, and oh my god, Diablo is about to die. We have crowd control too. We have crowd control too. Oh, and this is still happening top. Ooh, a bad vault there, but a good dodge there. Here another team fight's brewing. And they do get the nuke, which means they have 2 nukes, and we have none. But this butcher is here, is all alone. He's stunned, he's blinded, he can't heal. I get dragged away, and I still get the kill, but I also instantly die afterwards because I got dragged into the towers by Dihaka. Here, Diablo charges in, but his teammate is not in position to quite help him. And here I also made a common observation. You know, when you're dead, you may as well ramble. And then Vala dies from Dihaka is really getting value out of his drag. I guarantee Butch is yelling at Dihaka for it. If you were paying attention, the Butcher used his self-healing brand on me when I went on him. But I got dragged away by Dihaka, so the only healing Butcher was receiving was from the white main, who basically used her entire mana pool in order to try and save Butcher. And its chances are that if Butcher was allowed to attack me to heal himself, then he would have actually survived that fight, because white main healing is actually kind of nuts. She's crazy good. Here, I only see the Asmodee when I ping, but when I see the rest of the team, I'm immediately like, okay, we can't do this. But Varian's like, yes, we can do this. And I was like, alright, I'll help my teammate. And goodbye, Asmodee. And they run away. They are clearly too terrified of our teamwork in the tower, too. But sadly, the minions kill the tower. Cannon teamwork too strong. We did just kind of dive into a 2v3 and ended up ahead. And for those that don't know, Valeera and Varian are canon teammates. There's also Brawl Beer Mantle, but he doesn't show up in this game and never will. Yeah, I get hit out of stealth because, of course, this enemy team just keeps succeeding their spot checks. And we have crowd control too. We have a lot of crowd control. And here I go top. Because it's like, oh hey, Dihaka. And it's like, I probably shouldn't just let him AFK split push. But he digs away. And here he is. And goodbye, Vala. Actually, she lives. I do not remember her surviving this. And then I get revealed again, this time because Diablo just... the Valeera is probably this way. And then Diablo does this, and it's like... what was your plan? And then there's the Garrodi that's silence. I get hit by the tongue, but I also use my ultimate. This is what makes Valeera so good, in my opinion, is that her ultimates are really strong. They're both defensive, but as you saw, that spoke to every other assassin crowd controlled under those towers dies. No, even if they have a support, they pretty much are guaranteed to die. Like, I think the only one that could save them that comes to mind is Rhaegar, because he has Ancestral and a Cleanse. So he could cleanse them, they could run out, and then he could Ancestral them up back up to full HP, but by themselves, Valeera is pretty much the only assassin that survives that. And that's due to her ultimates, both of which would have saved her there. With Cloak, she could just walk out of the smokes, or walk out of the lamb and the towers. With the smoke screen, as you saw there, I was able to just survive it. It gives her a massive 60 armor. And it lasts like 7 seconds, so it's really good. Here I see Diablo is trying to get the nuke, so I attack Asmodee. And then, oh look, they have to kill me. And it's like, oh no, I have to run away. And that means Asmodee's allowed to get the nuke, but they also can't really kill me. I go after the white maid, but I can't quite, and oh my god, I'm surrounded again. But there's that smoke screen once again. They can't kill me, and I'm able to dent the Butcher. But of course, I also can't kill the Butcher. But now that my team's here, that may have changed. Oh wait, never a second, I'm now out of stealth and I can't open up, so that means Varian's on his own. And then I get stunned by that. I am cleansed by the Lily. It's like, alright, time to kill the Butcher. But then I get lammed. Actually, Varian gets lammed. I thought I got lammed there, but either way, someone dies. And Butch lives, which is not good. However, the Dihaka continues, so I try and get the crowd control on him, but Diablo's there to help his buddy out, and goodbye, Lily. Never mind, she survives. I was sure she dies there, but not. Here, I try to get the stun on the white main just to guarantee she dies, but of course, I get hit out of my thingy, and then, oh my god, I need to run away. but I cancel Butch's charge with my stealth, so he can't kill me. Then I dive back in, because why not? Oh my god, I am mega dead. But wait a second, I have my ultimate. And it's like, oh wait a second, I'm not a mega dead. And goodbye, Diablo. But also, goodbye, me. Butcher really wants that kill. He'll settle for smacking that variant about. Meanwhile, Lily literally 1v1s their healer. The healer 1v1 is an incredibly important matchup. Hi there, Vala. Goodbye, Butcher. Yeah, pretty hectic team fight. But I'd say it went pretty well for us. Here, I believe it was... I believe it was Ghost. I believe it was Lily. I might be remembering wrong, but he pinged to do the boss, and I was like, they'll get up in time. Varian decides to go anyway, and ends up almost killing the Asmodan. And here, I'm going down here to clear the wave, if you're curious what I was doing there. Clearing the wave is important, even when you're a character that can't really do it too well. But of course, once it's slightly set up, but then Asmodan uses his trait to summon a unit anywhere. It's not very strong, but it does push the wave. That's like, oh wait, we have crowd control. Goodbye, white mane. Crowd control, very powerful, and it's one of the reasons why I think Valeera is probably the best stealth here. Zeratul could definitely be a lot more terrifying, especially if he's supported, but he's also easier to shut down. Here, Bush kind of realizes that, oh wait, that's not a good idea, so he cancels his charge. Diablo, however, has no such compunctions about good ideas. It's like, okay, time to kill somebody, so I target the Asmodan. I do the minus armor, so his durability fades. Because the thing is that Asmodan, he doesn't have any escape abilities. He doesn't have any of that nonsense. He just has his fat health bar. So to kill him in those kind of situations, you just want to deal as much damage as possible. Now, Dihaka does have those abilities, as you see here. So I went for the silence. And I used my smoke bomb here because I was scared about dying. You don't want to die around the Butcher. That gives him his fresh meat much faster than just farming minions and whatnot. Here, Lily tries to nuke but gets cancelled by that Diablo. And oh look, a team fight started. Here, Vala goes crazy on the Butcher, so I decide to help her out, and Varian's agreed. However, look at that HP just rise and rise and rise, and look at me just barely slip by. Thank you, Varian. Meanwhile, Diaka's chasing me. Meanwhile, Asmodan is kind of ignoring me, and I'm agreeing to ignore him. But their team split up 3 ways. Dihako's chasing me, Asmodan running away, whilst a white main was kind of left on her own with Diablo. After the Butcher I died, and so, yeah. Here, Diaka drags in the Varian, and he ends up taking a big damage, but White Man exposes herself to the Vala, who almost kills her. Here, this Dihaka is really trying not to die, but he ends up dying anyway, and so does the White Mane. And here, I'm going over here. But it turns out the flank was unnecessary. They all died. Although Lily did also die. Apparently their white mine disconnected. I don't blame her. I don't blame her, because my internet has been crazy. Very bad. But this time we can do the boss, since they won't get there in time. Although I do screw up with my micro, as to be expected for someone as clumsy as I am. That's another reason why I like Valeera. It's that due to a bit of bias, I cannot play Zeratul at all. He requires too much APM. But with Valeera, who's more about spamming and preparing your combos ahead of time according to the decision and whatnot, there's less execution barrier and whatnot. Here, Dihaka uses his global barrier. Thanks to White Mane. Or not gonna lie, thanks to White Mane, I was 100% sure that's going to be a lost cause. I'm talking about the last fight over here. As you see, that butcher just HP kept going on, and I escaped with just a sliver of HP. I was like, alright, that fight is lost. Butcher is going to live due to Whitemane's absurd healing. But it turns out that healing was not absurd enough. So I'm gonna let out. What the hell do I do? Well, I can try and kill somebody. That's always that's always a valid goal when you're a Valeera player. I am not a Valeera player, but I am playing as Valeera, and so right now that's my goal. Who can I kill? I mean, I sure as hell can't kill Diablo, but I can try. Gets that -10 armor. Shank, 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 shank. Stuns me. When my team's here now. So I get the stun. Of course, he's A-okay, though. Whitemane with that chain lightning. Jeez, what is she, a shaman? Of course, they all take a ton of damage from Kael'thas. And hey, look! A shiny healer for an assassin to kill. So I blew up Whitemane and then ran away using my smoke bomb to save me from the butcher. And then I slipped past Asmodan's ult, which is that rain of demons that summons a bunch of minions. Then I recall because I have no HP, and it's like, well, may as well get more HP. Oh, jeez. Here, Diablo's split pushing, and poor Diablo, he does not stand a chance. Poor Diablo.
Hero slain.
Of course, it's only a 5-second death. Shake him. No souls for you. Yes. That means he has no souls. That means his HP dropped dramatically. Here, Asmodan tries to get a nuke off. He does not succeed. Thanks to Kael'thas' timely intervention. And I'm also on my way. I want to kill him too. But boom. He's dead. I was like, well, I guess I may as well grab the nuke. Kael'thas already has one. Takes a while to get the nuke, though. So that means they have 2 and we have 3. 1 on Kael, 1 on me, and 1 on the Vala. And of course, I'm all alone because I have a death wish. Sneaky. Nuke launched, but Vala gets stunned for it. However, they stand on the nuke, which does tons of damage, and Vala is able to slip by. Here, the Whitemane gets blown up, quite literally. But you're really wasted. I'm not sure what he was planning there. Maybe he just panicked. That's probably what happened. And that means they don't have it now. I'm rushing, trying to get something. Well, I don't really get much of anything. Oh well. For my own nuke, to get as much damage as possible. Ooh, lag spike. Then I was like, alright, time to go top side, because there's a Dihaka over there. He's just AFK split pushing and he has a nuke. Kael'thas decides to take a lead of my own and use a nuke in the mid. And the entire team is like, oh, there's a Kael'thas! Quick, kill the Kael'thas! But it doesn't work out. And meanwhile, me and Dihaka are having a nice one-on-one. He uses his isolation ultimate, but my teammate saves me, because it turns out I was not isolated after all. For those that don't know, his isolation ultimate is really good. It's a silence that also sets your vision to 0. You can literally only see what's directly around you. And I mean like directly, like standing shoulder to shoulder. You cannot see anything but your character model. It's really bad. Which makes it pretty good, and you really don't want to get hit by it. Oh, and also it silences you for like 2.5 seconds, which is pretty long. Yeah, I'm like, I want to kill the butcher, but then I saw the Asmodan. I'm like, okay, I don't want to kill the butcher, because the thing is, the butcher needs to collect 200 fresh meat, and he's at 137. And if we kill the butcher, he loses meat. If we die to the butcher, he gains meat, quite a lot. And I'm like, okay, the Asmodan's alone, so I guess we'll just kill him. He sees me, and it's like, oh no! Look how long it takes me to kill him. When there's 2 assassins, 3 assassins. And I was like, come on. So, you know, gotta type. Gotta kill, gotta type. That's how it works. Yeah, I expected him to blow up much faster, so I was like, mother of God, Asmo's a fat bastard. And here's a butcher all alone. Kill him! Kill him! He's blinded! Okay, I guess we can kill the white mane too. Watch my health bar just disappear and then hers refill. Yeah, white mane is ridiculous. Oh, and butcher's at full HP too. But we are able to kill the butcher. That means his meat went down. We farmed it up and then it went back down. And then I was like, I did not expect white mane to do that much damage. I know she kind of deals damage because that's how she heals. It's by doing tons of damage. But I didn't think it was that kind of tons of damage. And here I kind of just chill because I can't do anything to save. I cannot do anything to save Lily there, so. Why was he there? He's referring to the Dihaka who just keeps pulling her into towers. He keeps doing that in this game. He's good at that this game. Hi there, Diablo. Here, I use the silence so he doesn't charge Vala. And it ends up working pretty well. But of course, he is a hard to kill character. Dihaka whiffs his isolation and oh my god, Vala's about to die. Here again, I use the silence on Dihaka so he can't use his abilities. And he ends up missing the drag just barely. Vala is kiting out of her mind. Trying to... he whiffs his globe. And here I'm like, okay, I'll just kill the Asmodan and Dihaka's distracted. Dead. Now it's just Dihaka. I stunned him so he can't use his escape. Of course, he has his... Of course, that means he is free to use his other abilities since he's not silenced. I'm trying to get after him. Trying to. Look at this HP just refill. Just refilled. And I'm recalling because I have no HP and my ultimate is gone. And Dihaka just goes to top because he's global like that. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, hectic. But I'd say it worked out pretty well for us after all their Diablo died and their Asmodan. And oh, while he did use our ultimate, cooldowns in this game are fairly short, even ultimates. Well, they failed a 4v1, the Vala notes. 4v2. I was there. Gotta remind him. Then here, the crowd control. And he dies. And I was useless there. I was there. Oh yeah. Which still isn't stacked. Get him! Get him! Kill him! Shank him! Shank him! Vegan butcher! Vegan butcher. The vegan butcher is a vegan butch, boys. And he never will be. If we keep killing him, he doesn't quit the quest, he doesn't get his power spike. And that means he's never a threat. I mean, it's not like I have a 5-second blind, you know, to make sure he never deals damage. This is the butcher experience. Even if you get all the meat in the world, you're still hard countered. Low tier. Here, I'm telling Kael'thas to retreat because he's kind of hanging around this area. He goes to get this nuke, and I don't have anything to do since I'm not isolated. So I kind of go up into here to see what I can do, but I'm not really confident in this. But it's like, oh hey, well hey. This is a team fight. It's late game. Our entire team's here. Go, go, go. And then wombo comboed. Here, I use my smoke bomb and I get silence. I have no idea what's going on. I can't see anything. I wait for my smoke screen to disappear, and before I know it, me and Vala are at no HP and running the heck away as our team slowly but surely dies horribly. Wombo comboed. What happened? I got isolated. Yeah, I had no idea what happened because again, once that isolation hit me after the smoke screen, I could not see anything. I hung out on the edge and I was terrified. Here's another thing I'm just remembering. I see the butcher is over here trying to not only stop the mercenaries, but he's also getting his meat again. And that's sure, oh, they're gonna try and end the game with you out there. The thing is, I'm an assassin with very limited siege, anti-sieging. I don't have any defenses because I'm melee. Here I go kill the butcher, but he has pretty low health. Now here I can do floating things because not only are they more open, they're getting careless. They're focusing on the core, and that means, oh hey, Whitemane, you're dead. Suddenly I was able to do something. And I took upon it, so I not only killed the Whitemane, I also killed the Diablo. But if I was just over here, I'd just be loitering around, Butcher would be getting free meat, and that's my defense. The first thing you should do when your enemy is sieging is you should ask the question of, can I actually help here? And when you're usually a melee character like this, you can't do too much against a full 5 people, but when you're ranged like the volley, you have a better chance of it. Of course, when they're going for your core and you're not able to do an all-in yourself, then might be the only option is to recall and defend. And that's what I did. When there was this, I was like, you know what? I can't really help here. I'm gonna go do something else, and that happened to be go kill the Butcher. Go make him a vegan. But after that, I was like, okay, I have to go back. And what I'm doing here is that I was able to get the Hero of the Storm killing streak. So on 20 KS stands for on 20 kill streak. And that's because I've died twice. Which means for the mid and late game, I've been doing a pretty great job. I am credit to Team Gotta Boast. Of course, if you actually looked at my damage to siege experience, it's not very good compared to the rest of my team. Oh hey, the entire enemy team is here. Ah, run away, run away. But so is my team. They're pulling the clown car trick. Get him, get Diaka, get Diaka. We have all the crowd control in the world. Oh god, we're all gonna die to Divine Reckoning and Apocalypse. Look at my HP, so tiny, so tiny, so tiny. I got my kill streak almost ended right then and there. Oh, and Lily died. Your variant blows up, and then it's just our damage dealers fighting Asmodan and Whitemane. Kamehameha! Killfall sends the Power Blast at Asmo. Will he get to his core in time? Or not his core, his fountain, and he does. But of course, it's over for the enemy team. Come on, there we go. GG, well played. Crazy game, but it ended up being a firm win for us. Gonna put that on YouTube for sure. I think everyone should have a nice day, for Doom is signing out. Goodbye.